One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on last year's national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
Works the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about
looking to take a shot. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll run it from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a short pass to the tight end. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Now improvising. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. On the move, it's Hill. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Catch in the middle, it's Zimmerman. At the 45, on his way. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Thanks to grab. Touchdown, Wildcats. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Denmark. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab onside. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He's got the tight end. Turning it on. Touchdown, Penn State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Walker to throw.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky 1st down.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Quick step and go. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Throws for the tight end. Finds his man. It's Smart. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Kentucky right back to the line. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Walker will fire. Looking for the end zone. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. The give to the fullback. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Great place to start for this offense. They go to the ground. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in, they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that just feels great as a player because this offense, they've probably been practicing that flea flicker play all off season, all season long. They finally get a chance to dial it up, and they go out and they execute it perfectly.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know it's...
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Going to the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Walker to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Rides the back and leaves it. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Gives it on the option. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. Incomplete. The fake had worked to perfection, and he just gagged the pass. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll move the wide receiver. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, not a lot the defense could do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
The Nittany Lions come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Power football with the run. Powers through. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll go to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
They'll immediately call timeout. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Wants to throw on third down. It's on target and complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the stomping has commenced. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Well, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back open in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game. Kentucky going quickly.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Walker will fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away, because...
Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Catch in the middle, it's Hill. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Walker to throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Wildcats want to move quickly. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. From the gun, the ground game. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Gets it out quickly. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
That's caught. It's Green. Past the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
It's a draw. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical, precision rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here we go, set. Walker will fire. Throwing right. He's got an open man. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Forced out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They think there's room to run to the right here. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got the tight end outside. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Walker to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring...
Going for it all. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 22 over BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Rides to the back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Defense might bring the house here. Leaves it with the back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Walker will fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep.
Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. 3 Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He leaves it with his back. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that is great 3rd down and short defense. You're thinking up the middle, up the middle. You got to react to something wide. Great job seeing the toss, stretching it out, making sure they don't get downhill, making sure they don't get the first down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The give to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. A first down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.